My dear friend, let me ask you something simple yet powerful. What if the very habit you believe is helping you sleep is quietly robbing you of rest? That warm golden cup of turmeric milk you drink before bed, the one you trust as your nightly comfort, may actually be the reason you wake at 1 a.m. or 3 a.m. to pass urine. I have seen this countless times with seniors across India, the United States, and beyond. They believed it was just age, just the bladder, just life. But when we looked closer, we discovered it was often a simple evening habit working against them. And here on Golden Rest Guide, I want to show you how to turn that habit into your greatest ally so you can sleep deeply and wake refreshed. Sleep is the most natural healer we have. Without it, the body cannot repair itself, the mind cannot clear its memory, and our energy slowly fades. Yet as we grow older, many of us accept broken nights as normal. The truth is more hopeful. Nighttime awakenings are not only about age, they are linked to very specific changes inside the body, and with understanding, they can be managed. One important change involves a hormone called vasopressin. In youth, vasopressin rises at night and signals the kidneys to slow down urine production. This allows us to sleep 6 or 7 hours without interruption. But after the age of 60, this rise in vasopressin weakens. The kidneys keep filtering fluids as though it were daytime, filling the bladder more quickly. Alongside this, the bladder itself becomes more sensitive. Where it once held 400 or 500 milliliters before urging you to go, now it may send signals at only 150 milliliters. Imagine being woken for half a glass of liquid. That is the reality for many seniors. On top of this, our evening habits often add fuel to the fire. In countless homes, it is tradition to drink 2 glasses of water after dinner, to enjoy a bowl of rasam, or to sip on milk right before bed. These feel soothing, but they quietly overload the kidneys. Drinking large amounts of liquid after 7 p.m. gives your bladder no chance to rest. This is why I always suggest drinking most of your daily water between sunrise and 4 p.m., then slowly tapering. Small sips in the evening are fine, but avoid full cups or bowls close to bedtime. Now, let us focus on turmeric. For generations, turmeric, or haldi, has been more than a kitchen spice. It has been a healer, a protector, a symbol of strength. Our grandmothers used it in milk for cough, applied it to wounds, mixed it into sabzi, and even used it in rituals of blessing. Ayurveda describes turmeric as a warming herb that purifies, balances, and sustains long life. Modern science now confirms what tradition always knew. At the heart of turmeric's power is curcumin, a compound proven to reduce inflammation, fight bacteria, strengthen the immune system, and calm the nervous system. For bladder health, this is crucial. When the bladder lining is irritated, it becomes hypersensitive, sending false signals to urinate even when it is not full. Curcumin reduces this irritation, making the bladder calmer and more comfortable. This means fewer false alarms, fewer trips to the toilet at night, and longer stretches of sleep. Beyond that, curcumin also supports the nervous system. It influences neurotransmitters in the brain, helping calm an overactive mind and making it easier to drift back into sleep after waking. But here's the surprising truth. Turmeric helps only when it is used correctly. Taken in a large glass of milk just before bed, it adds excess liquid and almost guarantees a nighttime trip. Taken raw on an empty stomach late in the evening, it can cause acidity, indigestion, or reflux. Taken in large amounts, more than 1 teaspoon, it can trigger diarrhea, bloating, or excess body heat. And combined with bladder irritants like tomatoes, citrus pickles, or coffee, its benefits are undone. The golden secret is timing. Turmeric works best between 5 and 7 p.m. In this window, digestion is active, the body is preparing for rest, and the bladder still has time to empty before bed. A small serving at this time brings its full benefit without disturbing your night. A retired banker from Nagpur told me he loved his bedtime turmeric milk, but hated waking 3 times a night. When he moved his drink to 6:30 p.m., he finally slept through till morning. A teacher in Bhopal reduced her trips from 3 to just 1 when she shifted her turmeric to early evening. So how should you take it? The classic is turmeric milk. Warm 150 milliliter of cow's milk, stir in half a teaspoon of pure turmeric powder, and add a pinch of black pepper to improve absorption. Drink it slowly between 5:30 and 6:30 p.m. If milk doesn't suit you, Turmeric ginger tea is a gentle alternative. Simmer turmeric and ginger in water for 5 minutes, strain, and sweeten with honey after it cools slightly. For a non-liquid option, grate freshly turmeric root and mix it with 1 teaspoon of honey. This delivers curcumin directly without adding fluid to the bladder. Consistency is the true key. Do not expect one magical night. Over 1 or 2 weeks, you will notice fewer awakenings. Over a month, your bladder feels calmer, your nights more restful, your mornings lighter. I recall a 70-year-old gentleman from Kochi who said shifting his turmeric milk from 9 p.m. to 6:15 p.m. changed his life. He went from 3 awakenings to 1, and sometimes none at all. His wife told me he wakes up smiling now as though he's younger again. To multiply turmeric's benefits, pair it with supportive evening habits. Reduce fluid intake after 7 p.m. Avoid tea, coffee, or watermelon in the evening. They are natural diuretics and increase urine production. Choose a sleeping posture that eases pressure on the bladder, like lying on your left side with a pillow between your knees. Calm your nerves with 5 minutes of deep breathing, inhaling for 4 counts, exhaling for 6. And perhaps most importantly, avoid going to the toilet just in case before bed. This habit trains the bladder to signal urgency too early. Trust your body's natural rhythm instead. These small changes make a big difference. I think of Mrs. Leela, a 72-year-old former schoolteacher from Kerala. She was not only troubled by nighttime urination, but also by forgetfulness. She misplaced her glasses and prayer book often. On her doctor's suggestion, she began drinking turmeric ginger tea at 6 p.m. and stopped her late-night chai. Slowly, her sleep deepened. To her delight, her memory improved as well. She told me, "Doctor, I can remember verses from my favorite bhajans again." And then there were Mr. and Mrs. Sharma from Delhi, both in their 70s. They had accepted waking each other up all night as part of aging, but together they made a change. Turmeric honey paste at 5:30 p.m., no tea after 4 p.m., and deep breathing before bed. Within weeks, they were waking only once or not at all. They began walking together at sunrise again, their children noticing how cheerful they looked. Their health improved, and so did their bond as a couple. So, my friend, what is the lesson? Turmeric is not a magic pill. It is not about simply adding it to your life, but about using it wisely. When taken early in the evening, in small amounts, and paired with gentle evening habits, turmeric becomes a trusted ally for bladder health and deep rest. Even in later years, your body can respond beautifully when given the right care. This is the mission of Golden Rest Guide, to show you that peaceful nights are not a distant memory, but a possibility within reach. Try shifting your turmeric routine to early evening. Pair it with mindful hydration, a calming posture, and gentle breathing. Give it a sincere try for just 7 days. Notice how often you wake, how easily you fall back asleep, how refreshed you feel in the morning. It is never too late to reclaim your nights. Even the smallest change can open the door to deeper rest, sharper memory, brighter mornings, and a lighter heart. With turmeric used wisely, you can once again welcome each new day with energy, peace, and confidence.